Good evening. It is such a joy to be with you here tonight as we honor these exceptional educators and students. I'm so proud to be here to celebrate with you tonight. After all, we are what we celebrate. And when we celebrate excellent students and excellent educators, we renew our commitment to excellence in education. My hope is that each of you who are honored tonight would act as sort of a mirror for the rest of us, that when we look at you, we'd be reminded of our own education stories, that we'd see glimpses of our own favorite classrooms in you. But ultimately, what science has taught us is that mirrors reflect light, and that's what you're doing. You are reflecting the light of all those who walked alongside you, who have poured into you, who have championed you. You're reflecting the light that is this beautiful and powerful institution called Oklahoma Public Education. I have had the immense privilege to travel all over our country this year, and I can tell you that Oklahoma public educators are some of the most innovative, creative, compassionate, giving servant leaders I have had the honor of knowing and learning from. Public education is what is still right with society. It is the bedrock of democracy. It offers both the skills and the hope that the next generation needs to live productive, healthy, joy-filled lives. And it is the place that opens its doors to everyone. Public education makes a seat at the table for every child, no matter the color of their skin, zip code, or gender, no matter how much your parents make, where you worship, how you vote, or in what country you were born. Demography is not destiny. Our diversity is our strength. Everyone's in, yeah. Everyone's in, everyone has a seat at the table. This is where we learn to live out Mother Teresa's words, we belong to each other. That's what public education is all about, and each of you exemplifies the best of public education. Students, you are our joy. Thank you. Try to get out. Thank you for teaching us what a privilege learning is and for trusting us to guide you. When I look at you, I see my own students. I see the people who bring out the very best in me. I love who I am when I'm in the classroom, and that is because of you, because of my students. You give me the utmost hope for our future. Here's what I know about your generation. You enter into spaces with fierce love, gentle boldness, unbridled perseverance, and immeasurable curiosity. And, as you already know, the future belongs to the curious. The future is yours to discover and yours to impact, and we cannot wait to see what you make of your futures. We can't wait to see how you continue to reflect your light. If I may offer one little piece of advice, scoot up close to the people who make your light shine the brightest. Walk closely by those whose energy for serving others is palpable, because that's how we shine brightest. When more energy is being produced, when we serve together, our light becomes even brighter. To the educators in the room, Ms. Goldner, Mrs. Andrews, Mr. Heim, Dr. Das Bradu, Dr. Burge, the awardees from Edmond, Tulsa, Cheyenne School Foundations, and the honored teacher guests of our academic all-staters. I am in awe of each of you. I often say that as a child, I learned from you, I believed in you, I wanted to be just like you. I still do. I know that this work is not easy, but my hunch is easy would not satisfy any of you. Our work is not easy because it's not confined to the space of our classrooms or the time of the school day, but our work is meaningful because our impact is not confined to that space or that time either. This vocation is one that somehow breaks us and then remakes us into an even more radiant, more gentle, more compassionate version of ourselves. In other words, it's a vocation that, for me at least, inches me closer into the person I know I was created to be. As I travel across our nation, the work of our educators continues to humble and inspire me. Year after year, our educators hold story after story, intentionally creating spaces where our children feel safe to ask questions, make mistakes, and try again. You continue to teach our students to hope and to persevere. You teach our kids how to write like authors, reason like mathematicians, analyze like historians, hypothesize like scientists, persevere like athletes, and dream like artists. You help them shine their brightest. And that's why today is important, because today we honor the good and important work of some of the brightest lights in Oklahoma public education. We honor our academic all-staters. We honor their teacher guests. We honor the Medal of Excellence educators. We honor the outstanding program awardees. And we honor the family and friends who have stood by each of our honorees, without whose support our accomplishments would be impossible. Today, we look to our students and our educators. We look to these devoted individuals who stand firmly with one foot grounded in the reality of what is, while the other stands in the promise of what can be. Today, we pause and bear witness to their commitment to excellence. Physicists have taught us that particles at the subatomic level move when they are seen. The mere act of bearing witness to them changes their trajectory. These students and educators have changed and will continue to change trajectories by living out the mission of public education: to bear witness, to truly see others. Tonight, we see you too. Tonight, we honor you. Tonight, we celebrate you. Thank you for being such bright lights in our state. Light can't be captured or contained. It must be reflected. And tonight, your light, your legacies reflect all over Oklahoma. So now, go light the world. Thank you.